YouTube. Got it. All right. We're working up Zoom. By the way, if you want your Zoom link, if you want the Zoom link, just let us know. We'll send it to you so you can join us on Zoom.
Okay.
So Zoom is being broadcasted on YouTube. We're on. Let's go. Okay, hold on. All right. We're working on Zoom. By the way, if you want your Zoom link, now I got echo. If you want the Zoom link, just let us know. We'll send it to you so you can join us on Zoom. So Zoom is being broadcasted on YouTube. We're let's go. Okay, hold on. We're working on Zoom. There you go. I think we're still on. Yeah, YouTube.
We're good. We're good now.
All right, so here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hello, hello, angel powers. Boom, boom, boom.
This is Angelica. This is Angelica Powers.
Rosemberg.
Woo! Happy New Year! Let's celebrate because now in Europe it's already
it's been
January 1st.
Yeah, it's already 2022 in Europe and Asia and Australia, the Pacific. So
we are in Asheville, North Carolina.
Yes.
So where are you tuning in? What country? What city? What continent?
Yes, let us know. Let us know. Type it in the comments there. It's New Year's. Come on, people. Let's go. What is one thing you want to do this 2022? That's what we're here to find out. That's what we're here to talk about.
So I wanna talk about, maybe 20 years ago, my goals were very little, very, very little, because I didn't believe in myself, because I didn't have a mentor, because I come, from a third world country. We are from Colombia, South America. There's not much education in my family, so there's no background of big things in my family. So I had the mentality, because of my background, because of my family, I'm gonna make the same money, or maybe I will make a little bit, but I'm gonna kind of be the same, because it was no wealth in my family. So right now, this is 2021, ending 2021, and my mentor is a millionaire. So now my mindset has been stretching so much. So now my goals are huge. And sometimes when I see them, I'm like, what the heck is this? But I want to do them. I want to reach, what's the thing? Like reach to the stars or to the moon?
So we want to shoot for the moon so we can land among the stars.
So stretch your goal. If you say, I want to make an extra $1,000, I'm looking for a new job, I need more money. So if you need 1,000, what about if you say 1,500?
Yeah. So actually, one of the other mentors that we have, he says double it.
Oh.
So it's 1,000, you double it, that's 2,000. And they said on top of that, double it again. So it's 4,000. And then we have.
Crazy.
Then we have another guy that we follow who likes to 10x everything. 10x everything. So yes. Definitely setting big goals is scary. It's working through limiting beliefs.
Ooh, yes.
Blockages, fear, ton of stuff. And a lot of times. And I say this because it happens to me personally. We don't set big goals because in our mind, we're already disqualifying ourselves. We're saying we will never get that. Or we set big goals just because let's go with the flow. Everybody's setting big goals. Let's just do it. But we're not really believing it. So we want to talk about a little bit about that, about goal setting, about vision board. Angelica's going to share some of the notes that she took in this class that we recently conducted, and let me just quickly show you. We're working on our vision board.
Yes.
So I mean, this is
just this one is very specific,
right? And it's got a little setup right now. So it's a board. It's divided in 5 spaces. And this is just some of the things that we're gonna have on here, as well as cutouts from magazine.
Let's show them just the board and explain the every square.
Yeah, so real quick, with the board, we are gonna have a circle or square in the center, and that's gonna be the number one priority of things that we're looking for, our top value, and like the top things that we've done. So we'll explain a bit more, but this is like the top, and then number one. This is number two, and we're gonna go clockwise. Number three, number four, number five, and we want to focus on five only right now because five is easier to focus on. You got 5 fingers, well, most people do. So it's easier to focus on five, and we'll explain a bit more about that. But we decided to put this mirror here because the instruction also told us to put a picture of who is that person you want to make proud the most, for that first goal, second goal, of the areas of focus rather.
So for me, I'm a believer, and this is the representation of my God. So I want him to be proud of me.
Yes.
That's my goal.
Yes. So where I was going with the mirror is that sometimes the person that we want to be most proud of is ourselves. And when you look at the vision board and the first thing you see, if you have it eye level, is going to be the reflection of yourself.
Your face.
Right? So that's what we're working on. And we're gonna kind of, tell you a little bit about the class that we took and some of the experience that we've had with goal settings and vision boards, all the vision boards that we've had. Like Angelica said, this one's very specific. So we'll talk more about that.
So
let me go grab some water because I'm getting thirsty here.
So we have done other classes for vision, to make a vision board. So this class that we just took is different because it's very specific and because it's asking you to go back and look what you did, like something that you did that you feel proud. Like you're like, wow, I did it. Yes. Because when you see something that you already accomplished, is giving you so much power to say, I graduated from college and now I want to go for my master's degree or I want to go for my PhD, right? So how many times you complete that goal and maybe it was 3, 4, or 5 years ago and you forgot about it, that you did it. But now you have those big goals and it's like, I don't know if I can go back to school. I don't know if I can have a PhD. But you just remember, you did it once, so you can do it again to another level, right? So, for example, my main goal, the number one, is about health. So I remember when I was very healthy, when I was very active, when I did a competition for the Biggest Loser. It was the Biggest Loser competition in the gym that I was attending. And it was a lot of fun. And I learned so much about me. I did a lot of like obstacles and I worked with a team. And I never worked with a team. And I was like, wow, I like this. So I remember that time, all the things that we did, and we won as a team. So that was amazing. So right now, for my goal, for my health goal, I'm remembering what I accomplished that time. And for the future, I'm putting a picture of a lady who's doing yoga, and she's doing a very like stretch position. No. Like she's very flexible. So that's my goal, to be very flexible and take care of my body. Of course, right now I have frozen shoulder. So it's a condition that I can move my arm like higher than this. To the front, and then to the side is just a little bit. Okay. So of course I can do so many things so many yoga stretches. It's very limited. So my goal is that to accomplish that, it could take me 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, who knows? But that's my goal. And that's my vision. And the guy says, when you have that picture, get a picture or the wording. So for me, it's a picture. I like pictures. I'm a picture person. Maybe you can type, you can write down things. For me, it's picture. So I'm gonna have the picture at the Biggest Loser competition with my team, and next to it is gonna be the lady doing yoga, like good stretches. And for me, I wanna make myself proud at that accomplish. And then of course, my God, that's me. But for someone else about health, it could be, oh, my kids. I'm doing this for my kids and then the grandkids.
So like I said, in the way this class was instructed, the way we were told how to do this vision board, it has 3 areas. One area, which we were saying, is like your top accomplishment, like have that in the focus areas that you want to work on as far as a vision board. The second one is your values. What is your top values? The things that you care for, right? Like she was saying, health is one of our top values. It could be education, it could be growth, it could be family, it could be contribution. There's really, a numerous amount of values that you have, but he wants you to focus on the 5 to 7 maybe top values, and that's what's going to guide the things that you do throughout the next year, next 5 years or so. But at the same time, that you use those top accomplishments that you already did, and match them with those values, and then use them as fuel to, like, yes, I can do this. I can power through whatever challenge comes out, because challenges are going to come up. So a vision board is really a map of the things of where you want to go. It's a north star, like a north guiding star, and in between there's going to be the journey, right? And inside the journey, there's going to be challenges, obstacles, things that you're going to have to go through. Life is going to happen. It's not going to be as easy as you think it will be. But you just have to remember that you did it once. You probably had challenges during whatever process you did, and you got through it. A lot of people, including our mentor, actually told us today that whenever you're in that really stress, like hard challenge, like oh my God, I'm stuck and I want to quit. That's when she's done the best in her business. And as a matter of fact, I remember that's when I have done the best in school or in the military, or things like that. Actually, I prefer being very like overwhelmed. Not to the point where I go crash, but I feel like if I'm pressured, I mean, what happens to a diamond, right? The pressure is what really breaks the coal and it gets the diamond come out. So yeah, but not that type of pressure. I mean, like having a lot of things that I need to do at the same time. Type of
Don't worry, I'll send you a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. I got a lot of things going on right now too. I'm over here looking at my dogs. They're 17 and 15 years old, and they're going through some challenging time right now as they're getting older. But the third thing is the family connection of the whole map, the whole vision board. And what the guy was saying is, use a person that will become your accountability, the person that you want to make proud of. So if it's in health and you have like a health coach that you've been working with, like have a picture of that person. If it's in business, you have a mentor for your business, have a picture of that person. If it's also a health goal and it's your kids, they're young right now, and you're, let's say, 40 and they're like 10, you want to see them grow to like 20, 30. So you want to be alive and have, good health by the time you're 60, right?
And
So-
then the grandkids.
Right, and then the grandkids, obviously, you
And maybe
want to see that.
grandkids.
Who knows? So have a picture of your kids there, and again, that kind of becomes still an anchor of saying, yes, I have all these goals that are personal, but I'm also doing it for them. See, and I'm kind of going a little bit here and there, but a lot of times we want to do goals for other people. We want to do things for other people, and we kind of forget about ourselves because society has told us that we are selfish when we do that. And we're not really selfish. We are selfish in the sense that we're not maybe doing the things for other people, but we are doing the things for other people. If you are not well, then you will not be able to do things for other people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just confusing what I'm saying here. Maybe saying too much, but
So I will say, people like society is telling us, no, do things for other people. If you do it for yourself, you're selfish. But in reality, like you were saying, no, it's not to be selfish, because if I'm not healthy, if I'm not taking care of my body, my mind, my spirit, how can I be a good wife? How can I be a good mom? How can I be a good daughter? How can I be a good citizen? So I have to take care of myself.
Yeah.
So I like when the guy was telling us, like, okay, your goal is to build muscle, right? Maybe, I don't know, 2 pounds.
A bicep muscle.
Bicep muscle. But he asked, how much time are you gonna set in your calendar to go to the gym for that specific goal? Oh, once a week?
Yeah, 5 minutes once a week. Is that really gonna make it? Are you gonna be able to accomplish that goal by doing that? No, probably 30 minutes 3 times a week. That will be a better option.
And what about eating? Like, not going to the gym for 30 minutes, but then after the gym, oh, let me eat a burger.
Yeah.
Let me have Mexican food.
So burn 10 calories and then eat 200, 300, 500 calories.
How can you build muscle if you're just eating
Carbs.
carbs?
Yeah,
and
not adding protein to your muscle.
you're not eating healthy. So like
A bunch of sugar.
there's no point right there. So that's why you had to be very specific. Like, what do you want? Who's gonna be kind of your accountability partner? Like, if you're doing this because I want to spend time with my kids, not taking them to the park. Maybe I'm overweight, I'm out of breath, so I need to keep up with my kids. I need to keep up with my grandkids. I want to have better sex life with my partner because I'm overweight and I want to do other things. That's realistic. When you are overweight in bed, you're struggling, honey. You're struggling. And it's setting the time. This is a goal, something that I want to accomplish in 2022. So how many hours, how many minutes, how many days I'm gonna commit to that goal.
You want to share some of our personal goals?
Remember, so let me know in the comments.
Yeah, this is some participation because you guys are kind of quiet over there.
If you are writing your goals, because that's powerful when you write your goals.
So again, we're kind of jumping back and forth on this goal setting, vision board. But one of the first things you really want to do is reflect, sit down and reflect on what it is that you want. Because as a matter of fact, you see this board is empty right now. But if you look at her notebook, it has things that she's already written down. You can't see that well, but
No.
it's kind of blank. But yeah, if you put it at an angle here, you can see there's a ton of writing. So she's been able to actually sit down and write what it is that she wants. Well, this is not the book, but it's this one.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's this one. But she's written exactly what she wants as far as like her values and how to focus that, because we cannot just grab something and start cutting things out, because then you're just cutting things out for no purpose.
And And remember what he said, when you cut something, is because it gives you so many emotions. You get excited. So I get excited. Like, this is, how do you say?
It's a collage.
It's a collage. So we're here.
And it's also a manifestation picture that we did.
It's a manifestation that we are on stage at GoPro. That's an event that is held every year.
Yep.
And so Marina and Eric, they are the hosts. They do the event every single year. And we have our mentor here in the other corner. And we are on the stage celebrating that we accomplished $1 million earnings, you say earnings, in 2022. So you could say, oh, it's only about money. Like, because the way we work, the way we make money is helping others. So making that money
represents helping a ton of people, over 1,000 people, not just helping them in their health because of the supplements that we provide and the food that we provide, more on that later, but also the opportunity of being able to do the same things that we're doing, being able to help others through their journey. We have a complete system and people are changing their lives in the tremendous ways, health-wise, financially. There's another mentor of ours who says that wealth equals health, happiness, and financial abundance. So the people are really becoming wealthy in that sense here. There's really a lot of health, there's a lot of happiness and ability to do things that maybe you were not able to do financially before.
So that's a huge goal for us, 2022. So we had the visualization. That's why we got the pictures.
Yeah. That's why we're doing the board.
Because this is very specific. Like, I like this training because it's very, very specific. Like, it would be different because we did it, 2 years ago. And
I'll show you what we had.
We had different people like receiving the trophy, crossing the line, but now it's more real.
Yeah, this was our vision board. You can see it on platforms here. Yeah, this was our vision board 2 years ago, and we did have the company logo here, but we had like a celebration of an award, but this was the Academy Awards. So really, that's not us receiving anything. We just had the representation of something being celebrated in an award. Here we have some cards, but none of this stuff really kind of vibrated to us.
And it's not very specific.
And it's not specific. It was more like, oh, this is all a bunch of representation of wealth. But is there fulfillment? Well, maybe, because we did have some classes that we were doing with kids, some mentorship with adults in the military. We had maybe a spa day with women. So there was a couple of things, some things going outside, but at the end of the day, it wasn't a specific vision board like the one we're working on right now. However, some of the goals that we set out, we did accomplish them, and we learned a lot from them. So
that's why you had to be very specific in the things that you want. Very specific.
Yes.
So right now, after we took this training and they say, be very specific and have that person that is going to be your accountability partner. Because how many times you say, I'm going to do this for my kids or for my wife, my husband, but you don't have kind of the picture. So it's like, maybe they don't know about it. They didn't know that I was planning to do this. So I'm going to be quiet. But when you see that face, it's like, I had to eat healthier. I need to go for a walk. Yeah, my kids are looking at me. Okay, I'm going to do it. So for me, I'm going to work my business almost 16 hours a day. That's the plan. Praying that my shoulder will let me work. And I'm gonna have my mentor next to my computer, next to my, in the desk and computer that I'm gonna spend like almost 16 hours a day. So I want to see her face all day long because I want to make her proud of our accomplishments. And she is an inspiration to me to be a businesswoman, to help others. So she's gonna be next to me all day. I'm like, okay, I'm working, I'm doing this. Yes.
So you're really using that as a two-way, a twofold criteria, I guess. You're using her as an inspiration and as an accountability because you everything you look up, because you're not only gonna have this on your vision board, you mentioned you're gonna have it by your computer, right? So yeah, you look at it and you'll be like, oh, she's looking at me, I better get back to work, type of thing.
Because it could be like a quick reminder when that person maybe gave you a tip, maybe that person asked you that favor. You know how many times your kids are telling you, Daddy, could you please quit alcohol? Daddy, could you please quit smoking? So when you see their face, like, you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna stop with this cigarette. I'm gonna stop this drink, because you see them, and it's just a picture, but it's a reminder. My kids ask me to quit alcohol. So for me, my mentor is telling me, you can change your life, Angelica and Rosemberg, and you are responsible to change other people's lives. Because how many times your parents can tell you, go to school, but you don't listen. But then some strangers from the internet, they tell you, hey, finish high school, stay away from these, bad friends. And you can listen to us. For some reason, you don't listen to your parents, but to strangers, you listen to strangers. So that's our responsibility. So that's why we're here, and TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
and YouTube. Yeah.
All platforms. And if you're here right now and you speak Spanish, let us know in the comments so we can
explain everything that we just said in English to you in Spanish. Si hablas español, dinos. Te podemos explicar un poquitico más de lo que estamos haciendo y lo que hemos hecho durante este tiempo. Yo creo que lo mejor, I think the best things to do is stop this and then
turn and in Spanish.
Well, not put it in Spanish, but like stop it and then we'll go back in and do like a New Year's actual celebration. It's 11:32 right now.
Are you gonna eat something?
You hungry?
I don't know. Like I'm not hungry, but
you get a little bit anxious. Maybe we should drink more ketones.
Yes, let's drink more. So people don't have questions about it. They don't have goals.
I guess not.
Something that we have learned is like, if you want to take your family to a vacation, you want to take your kids to Disney. So to be very, very specific is like, are you staying in the park or are you staying outside? But for me, dream big. So stay in the park, because you save a lot of time when you stay in the park. Driving outside, going through the line, that's a pain in the butt. So why not dream big and say, we're gonna stay in the park and find out how much is it, right? A lot of times they have deals. Maybe you find a discount for some reason. Maybe you find that this particular season is cheaper than the other one. So you're like, okay, I'll go first week in December.
Or they may have a payment plan also. So that also helps out.
So in your vision board, find the Disney location, find that hotel, how many days you want to stay, are you flying or driving, do you have to rent a car? So you will do all the budget. So you could say, I need $10,000 to take my family to Disney, and I need to find a side hustle maybe, or maybe I can work extra. Maybe you can work extra a job and make extra money, so you can save the extra money for that particular trip. So you have to be very specific. Like, what are the things that you're gonna do in the park? Like, I don't have kids, but I see, mommy and daddy buying the dress, and the kids have dinner or breakfast or lunch with the princesses and all that. I don't know how much is that.
That's quite a bit.
Probably is good money. So if you had 2-3 kids, how much is that? So plan all that and dream big. And that's gonna attract what you want, because you have it right there. You see it every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times I hear people like, I want the trip, I want the ticket. Sometimes it's not you that you had to work for it. Sometimes you just participate in something and voila.
Yeah, but if you don't put it out to the universe, to the world, to God, there's a quote in the Bible that Steve Harvey likes to share with everybody. It says, "You ain't got no, you have not because you ask not." That's what it says. You have not because you ask not. So ask for things, write it down, put it on paper, say, this is what I want to do. Again, that's kind of part of that goal setting, manifestation, vision board. Put it down somewhere, because when you think about something and you speak it, you're telling the universe, you're telling energy that you want that, and energy, the universe, God is gonna come kind of bring everything together. It may not be like as soon as you want it, but it will be eventually, things will come together and make it happen. So,
like, going back to what you said, I have said before, I want to be a millionaire, but I was not serious. I didn't feel that I was serious. But now I feel that I'm focused, that I'm clear, like this is it, like there's no other way. We're going to be a million earner next year, 2022. And our mentor was saying, you have done so many things in the past, and that's accumulating, because you have to be ready for that. Being $1 million earner is a big responsibility. It's creating a huge team. Is being a leader, being a servant leader, be very structured. Like, it's so much responsibility. So maybe 1 year ago, 2 years ago, I was not that person ready to lead a team. But now we're getting ready for that. We are ready for that. And people are coming to us now. Mm-hmm. It's amazing, because now everything is kind of aligned. We are vibrating at the same level. And then we're attracting those people like, I want to do business with you. I want to learn how to make money and social media. Because how many people you see are making money on social media? I'm making money on social media. So why not you?
Yes, there's many different ways. I mean, there's mentors out there that say there's a million ways to make $1 million. Obviously you don't want to focus on a million ways to make that $1 million. You want to focus on one thing. And that was the thing that we were kind of
we were jumping around.
We were jumping around,
trying different things at the same time.
Right. Mm-hmm. So now we and our mentor, we asked her, like, out of these things that we know we need to do, what is one thing that you will say we need to add to those things? She said, focus. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're doing here. That's what we are. That's what 22. Look, it's almost it's better than Perfect Vision 2022. Well, maybe it's not better than Perfect Vision, but it is pretty good. 2022. I think I'll take those odds.
That's funny.
Focus.
Focus.
So we're gonna wrap this up, and then we're gonna jump back in and do New Year's Eve celebration. We'll change the title and say New Year's Eve party at the Ortiz's house. This was kind of like slow. We'll throw out some music, all right? So come back in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, all right? We'll sing off. We'll sing off this all year and bring in the new year.
And right now you can start writing your goals. Right now.
Yeah, take 5 minutes and do that. Write some goals. Get some inspiration.
And then share them. And if you don't want to share them, online, send me a private message. I would love to read them.
Yes. So we're signing off now.
Okay. See you later in 15 minutes. This is Angelica Ortiz, Angelica Empowers.
Rosemberg. Ciao.
Bye TikTok. Bye Facebook.